Is the MLS really about to take off? Let's talk about it.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been white, premarital guessing perfumes. Psychoing a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Dreaded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead.
All right, so welcome to Sports World Talk, where we talk the world of sports, and right now we're talking the MLS and the potential of the MLS, and are they about to take off? Now, I've been a big fan of the movement of the MLS and everything for the past few years, and I've seen the growth. And there are a few things that I think that we need to fix, of course, but I see so much potential, and those are things I want to go over. Before I get to the main thing I feel like we need to change, which I feel like a lot of people would say the same thing or something very similar, I want to get into the teams in MLS. And if you look at a lot of the teams in the MLS right now, there's so much potential there. Just starting in the Eastern Conference. Right now, at the top of the Eastern Conference, you have Philadelphia Union. They're a team, they play hard. They're a great team, too, as well. And what I look at, and you're going to hear a lot in this video, is the market, the fan base. In that market of Philadelphia, the fan base go hard for their teams. Right now, they have the Eagles, so they have the football team. The 76ers haven't been having the best success the past few years. They've been trying to trust the process, and the process just have not came through, basically. So the Philadelphia Union has a great possibility to earn that second spot in Philadelphia right now. It's going to take some hard work, of course, but I think they can definitely earn that second spot behind the Eagles. It's going to be hard for them to take down the Eagles because the Eagles just won a championship, so you really can't take that down. But Philadelphia is definitely a great team. If you look at the number 2 team, Cincinnati. Cincinnati is a team that they go hard for the fans go hard for their team. They have the Cincinnati Bengals, which they haven't had the best success lately either. That's the main trend that I look at a lot of the markets right now is if they have an NFL team, if they have a basketball team, and if they have a baseball team or anything like that, and are they having success right now? Are the Cincinnati Reds successful right now? Are the Bengals, it's the offseason, but they haven't had the most success the past year or two. So there's opportunity there. There's an opportunity for FC Cincinnati, which right now they're second in the Eastern Conference, to take some of those fans, to give them something to cheer for. And I've seen different videos and I've watched some games and stuff. Fans are there. Fans are ready. Fans love the arena. It's a beautiful arena. So the fans are ready for it as well. Going down the Eastern Conference, I'm not going to go through every single one, but just touching base on a few of them. Also, the third place in the Eastern Conference, Nashville. Nashville, they don't have a football team, a baseball team. I'm not even sure they have a YMCA team, but they have the Nashville Crew. No, that's not the Crew. Sorry, the Nashville team. That's the Columbus Crew. But they have Nashville. They have their soccer team. They have also a brand new stadium, what's only maybe 5 years old or so. They have their team that the fans are getting behind them. There's another market. So many markets like this that is bubbling. I feel that it's on the verge of popping. Just like Philadelphia, just like Cincinnati, Nashville, and throw the Columbus Crew in there too as well. Another fan base that gets behind because what other teams do they have to cheer for? Yeah, they have the Ohio State Buckeyes as far as in Ohio and everything like that, but the Columbus Crew, nothing in actual Columbus, I would say. So that gives them an opportunity. New York City FC, I think they have great potential. Both the New York team, they have potential. I see potential in those teams. One thing I do love, the trend of lately, which makes me see the growth of MLS is everybody's getting new stadiums. You get a stadium, you get a stadium, you get a stadium. We got Inter Miami Stadium open up next year. Like I said, Philadelphia, I'm not sure how old their stadium is. It can't be more than 10 years. It looks great. Cincinnati, I think it was 2021, 2022 when there's Nashville, Columbus, New York City FC. They're working on one now. Should open up, I think, 2027. Chicago just getting their stadium going. Toronto has a nice stadium. DC, what's the other one in the Western Conference? Let's go to the Western Conference. LAFC has a great stadium. A lot of teams have these nice stadiums. It's one St. Louis. St. Louis, they have a very beautiful stadium. I haven't been there personally, but I've seen pictures and I've seen videos of it. It looks great too as well. And that's just the Eastern Conference side as far as the potential. Same thing with Chicago. I add them as one of those teams that has the potential to grab those fans. The Chicago Bulls ain't doing much right now. The Chicago Bears ain't doing much right now. So they have the potential. Atlanta United, come on, we got to get our hype back going up in Atlanta. Come on, we was real going with everything until just fell off. I don't know. Toronto has potential. Montreal, they have potential as far as just locations. But going to the Western Conference, the teams over there, I think Vancouver, they're on top for a reason. I think they definitely have potential. San Diego has potential. There's no basketball team over there. There's no football team over there. They have a market to where the fans want something to cheer for. They have that. And, Minnesota, same thing. Ant-Man's doing his thing. The Vikings, they're doing their thing. So it's going to be hard for them to take over those spots, but you can definitely make some noise up in Minnesota. Portland, they're looking for somebody to cheer for. The Portland Trailblazers haven't been much of anything to really watch the past few years. Seattle's a team. They have the Seahawks. They don't have a basketball team. They do have the baseball team, but like I said, it's not a lot of success going on right now in those markets to where right now you can take that. You can take that opportunity and make something out of it. It's going to be really hard for any of the Texas teams to take over because, Texas is football country, American football country. So, but FC Dallas, they have a chance. Possibly Austin, they have a chance. Houston. I really like what the Real Salt Lake. I really like I said, the name, the look, the colors. They have a good looking colors, to their uniforms, their stadium, and everything. I really would like to see them get better and just, do something for that area too. Because right now Utah is nothing much out there, honestly. St. Louis has an opportunity. I don't know why LA Galaxy is at the very bottom. Like, come on now, you just won the championship and you're at the bottom. Come on now. But it's so many teams that if you look at the MLS, they have great possibility, but it just need one thing. One thing is missing. And I think that one thing is, preventing the MLS for exploding, which everybody knows MLS has a salary cap. And no matter what, research-wise, they're not going to let go of that salary cap. They want a structure to their financing. They don't want anything going bankrupt. They don't want any of that. And that's understandable. But you have to stop being so cheap. You have to get a bigger salary cap. Like I said before, their salary cap is, I'm rounding up to $6 million per team. Yes, you have your designated player options. I think you have each team has up to 3, I want to say. But come on now, really? $6 million? You expect to fill out a 30-man team with $6 million? No. I think the best number, I said 70 before, but what I think the best number for now is around $30 to $40 million per team for the salary cap. I think you can start getting those players. Yeah, you're not, you may not get Mbappe unless you use your designated player slot on your team, but you can be competitive by getting other players. Look at Christian Pulisic. He makes around about roughly $5 to $7 million a year. With a salary cap, $30 to $40 million a year, you can afford that and designated player slots. So you can fill out a better team with better players and have a better competition for each team. But you have to hire that salary cap. I think that's one of the main things that's really going on with the MLS right now, because you have the teams, you have the locations, you have the markets that's available. You have the wonderful looking stadiums. The Inter Miami Stadium looks amazing. I hope that we be able to keep Messi. I think that'll be a great decision for him and for the Inter Miami for him to stay on for another 2 years at least. Because, Messi, you have to get an MLS Cup. You can't just be in MLS for 2 seasons or nothing like that and not get a championship. Come on now. But I think that, you have the foundation of everything, teams, the look, everything looks good, the stadium, the fan base is right there. They're ready for it. You have to give them something to cheer for. And that one thing is hiring the salary cap. The NBA salary cap is, I think, 180, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, by around 180-ish. So we're not expecting to get right there right now. But $30 to $40 million per team is doable, I feel. It's definitely doable. So that is my thought process on the MLS, and we're getting there. We're about to get there. I think that, me personally, I think they have already taken over the third spot as far as popularity in the U.S. Moving past hockey for sure. But it's hard for me to, third spot is baseball. I give it to them. I'm going to give it to them. Because I haven't seen 80,000 people at a at a baseball game in a long time. So I could be wrong. But 80,000? Come on now. But let me know what you think about this. Are you ready for the MLS to really take off? Or do you agree by the salary cap being the reason why they haven't just gotten there yet and they're on the verge of doing it? So if you haven't seen any of these wonderful stadiums that they have been building here lately, check them out. All right? So don't give up on the MLS. They're not the retirement league no more. They have been moving past that era and then moving to another one. So let me know what you think. Let's talk about it.
It's the asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, it frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead and